Hello, my name is Garrett Valentine from Joker Level Design. Welcome to my first video as well as the first look at my newest project, Boss Tavern. This project is done in an amazing game known as Fight the Dragon. The game itself has a built-in editor. It's a very simple editor but really gives the players the power to create most anything they want. Amongst the kingdom, the Boss Tavern is known for a fun, relaxing environment. People from all over come for its beautiful and wonderful community. But it is widely and best known for its dangerous halls. Within each of its 4 halls lie deadly and hard-to-beat bosses. And if you are lucky enough to defeat the 4 bosses, then a 5th and final boss is unlocked for you. When and if one is able to defeat all 5 bosses, then they will be rewarded with their very own treasure room in the Hall of Conquerors. But only 4 have ever defeated the halls. Will you be the 5th? This map is simply a boss fight map. There are 5 bosses in total. In order to access the last boss, you must first defeat all 4 bosses in order to receive the key for the last and final boss. If one is able to defeat any 4 of the bosses, they will receive a key from that boss. They will then be teleported back to the Hall of Conquerors. Here, they will be able to open one of the 4 doors with their corresponding key. Inside awaits great treasure. Once a player has defeated all 4 bosses and opened all 4 doors, the last and final boss gate will open and the golden key to unlock its door will appear. If one is able to defeat that boss, then they will be awarded with their very own treasure room. As of currently, Boss Tavern is in a very early phase of its development. I've spent thus far about 12 hours on it. Only I want to say about 4 or 5 of those hours have actually been on the level design part. Just getting simply the tavern itself and the 4 halls looking pretty and making it look good. As well as the Hall of Conquerors. But at the moment, most of the time has been spent simply testing the bosses. I only have 1 boss complete. I have ideas for the rest of the bosses, just haven't gotten around to them yet. The last boss is in a fully complete state. I have ran it, it's complete, I know how it works. Life is good. But with these other 3 bosses, I don't have them done yet. I'm currently working on this boss, have an idea for this boss. That boss is questionable right now. And the last boss, the 5th boss, I also have ideas for, but I have not currently worked on them. As of yet, I have 1 boss complete, and my biggest issue at the moment is I'm very quickly running up on build points. Just for the tavern, the halls, the conquer halls, and the first boss, I already have 5,100 of the 7,000 building points used. So I'm definitely running into some issues. In order to be able to get it to work, I still have 3 bosses to complete, including the last boss. That's not. I have under 2,000 building points to use to be able to get that done, which means I would have to use like 250 for the last 3 bosses, or last 3 bosses, and then be able to use some other point. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's, as I said, it's in a very early stage at the moment. I just simply want to get this out there to see what you guys think. Let me know what you think. Give me critiques. I will release a video later of me running through it a little bit more, just showing some of the dialogue. I will show teasers of the bosses. The point of this map is to make the bosses very difficult. So I will not show specifically how I personally am doing the bosses. I am running through the fights how I want them to play, so I'm not just like finding workarounds that only I know how to do. I'm actually doing the bosses. So I may create a guide for you guys to go look at, but I doubt it. We'll see. We'll see what you guys say, what feedback I get, and we'll go from there. But as of the moment, the level design in its is in its best form at the moment. Some of this may go away simply because I will need the building points, but we'll see. We'll go from there. So just let me know what you guys think. But the last question I have before I leave is simply this. What I want to do is I currently have the map in its current form, and I'm very happy with it. Even with the last boss and or the first boss and everything, I'm very happy with it and really wanting to get it out there, but I don't know if I should. Now, I know 3 Sprockets has said that you should not release a map in a testing state. It will not be in a testing state. I will be testing it, obviously, and I'll be updating it to adjust and make the community more happy with it. But it is not in a testing state. It is simply, I want to get out there really bad, but I don't want to have to wait to get all bosses done. I will if the community and 3 Sprockets says otherwise. But what I'm thinking about doing is simply releasing it in its truest form as of right now, releasing just this boss, and then over time adding the rest of the bosses, and then finally adding in the final boss. It's almost like, World of Warcraft or some other game that has raids in it does, where they release difficulties per se, maybe sometimes even wings over time, and do that and try to consistently update. But if I do that, I really got to consistently update it. The difference is if I take my time here and release it, when it's ready, then I can release it when it's ready. So that's the last question I'll leave with. Should I release one boss already and then add the rest of the bosses later, or should I just release all the bosses at once? What do you guys think? Let me know. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to me, comment down below, follow me on Twitter, and join me on Google+. All of the details are down below in the description of this video. Thank you all once again, and I will see you next time.